Alrighty, guys, welcome back to Highly Intuitive Mercury Oracle. We are about to hop into my collective reading. I did a reading for Pisces. Y'all need to go check that out. I also did a reading for all zodiac signs. Y'all need to go check that out. And this is my final reading for today. We're going to do a collective read over the zodiac as a whole. So let's see what we have here. Going to tap into some oracle cards. Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle. We're going to see what's going on. Only going to pull one. Whatever comes out. Let's see, Spirit, what do you want me to talk about? I want to give a special shout out to all of my new subscribers, even the ones that's been here, my day ones. A shout out to you. I want to thank you guys for listening to the content, okay? Giving your opinions, sharing, and giving me a thumbs up. We're going to see what Spirit has for you guys. At this time, any negativity that's being projected at myself, it shall be returned back to those that sending it. No weapon formed will ever prosper against myself or the collective as a whole, or anybody that's able to tap into this energy. Okay, so let's see, Spirit. What do you want me? Ooh. Okay, so we have the trickster, ego, and excess. And then we have root of air, explore. So somebody that's showing up as a trickster spirit, they want somebody caught up in their web. The 15 and 33. So somebody life path number can be 15, which breaks down to a 6. Somebody can be master ascendant 33. Root of air, explore. And then we have altar of air, clarity. That's at the bottom. So I'm going to leave that right there. Okay. Let's read what it says for the trickster. Here we go again. Collective, are you or someone around you making unhealthy choices? You feel trapped. Your shadow appears to be in charge. Your vices and fears are in danger of running your life. You are the cause of the mess you are in. That may sound like bad news, but the great news is that you have the key to fix it. The devil is in the details. You are being seduced by unhealthy attachments, which is your temptations, your materialism, addiction. You feel trapped. Life has convinced you that you are powerless. The trickster is terrifying because we fear getting lost within our own indulgences. You've been stuffing down and hiding your shadow self, and your inner dark goddess is not happy about it. Under all of that rage is grief that is calling out to be seen, felt, and healed. So somebody's dealing with trauma, and they just dibble and dabble in desires and addictions. Okay, it says the ancestral trickster comes forward as Anansi, the cunning West African spider god. The renowned tempter and mischief makers weaves intricate webs that lure the unsuspecting. Anansi's secret is that he teaches lessons of discernment and consequences. The ancestor can represent depression. If you want something different, you need to do something different. Look beyond your vices. If you need help, get it. Your addictions, your habits. Shadow aspect. Okay, so no, the ego. Somebody is definitely in their ego. Declaration. I easily release anything that is holding me back. Okay. Then we have the root of air, 33. These are two different energies, man. Totally two different energies automatically. I peeped that when I first pulled this card. Root of air, explore. You are feeling ready for adventure. Where will your curiosity lead you? This was in Pisces message, where I talked about either you, Pisces, being creative, or somebody's trying to be like you in your energy. Curious, but they're not curious for all of the right reasons. They are curious for only the wrong reasons. Somebody is watching you tough. And this is the same similar message that I have for Pisces. You are feeling ready for adventure. Where will your curiosity lead you? This ancestor reflects the part of you that is hungry for knowledge and truth. If she is a reflection of you, you are driven, relentless, and on the move, with a notebook full of crazy schemes and plans. You need people around you who believe in you and who will ground you. Right now, you are the center of attention. Traditionally, this has been somewhat scary place to be. You may even be having the strings of new sexual awakening. Ancestral memory. Yes, you are curious, but are you asking the right questions? Them old people, as we say in Guyana, used to say that some folks are too smart for their own good. This means that they could have all the book smarts in the world and still lack wisdom or street smarts required for the tasks at hand. Don't let this be you. The root of air is the plant spirit of the vegetable okra, also known as otro. For the Akan of Ghana, okra is as Abosum, a deity, aligned with the soul. Kra means soul. The energy of okra plant spirit is slippery. This makes it a yummy dish and perfect for spiritual cleansing and slipping away from undesirable situations. But this slipperiness is still not a desired trait for humans. Declaration. I am willing and open to learn and grow. This was crazy, okay? And then 32, the altar of air. Excuse me. All will be revealed. Are you watching and listening? Suddenly it will all make sense. It's also your season to speak the naked truth, even if your voice shakes. Your own personal sword of truth can cut through all BS. I had to get some more water. Okay. The element. Oh, okay. Let me read this over. It says, the altar of air. All will be revealed. Are you watching and listening? Suddenly it will all make sense. It is also your season to speak the naked truth. Even if your voice shakes, your own personal sword of truth can cut through all BS. The ancestors come through in times of breakthrough and fresh starts. This is a paradigm shift. She pushes you towards your ase, life purpose energy. If you haven't already experienced at least one classic light bulb moment, you are about to. The element of air is analogous to breathe and life force. The ancestor comes forward with the energy of the legendary Irish Sadi, supernatural fairy-like beings that control the wind. A sudden gust is called a gulf, Sadhi, a fairy wind. Sacred items representing the wind element can include bells, feathers, incense, knives, or swords, fans, streamers, string or wood wind instrument, wind chimes. I do have those. Diffusers, I have those. And images of the sky, heavens, angels, or fairies. I've had a download before about fairies, but man, I was kind of scared because of the way it happened. So anyways, let's hop into it. Okay, we got this Life Happens Oracle. I think I'm gonna do that one last. Let's do this one. Let's see what's going on. I'm gonna do 9 cards. Excuse me. That's what we're gonna do, 9 cards. There's a trickster energy here. And then there's like, the ancestors are here too. Yeah, some clarity, some truth is coming in. So whether you get this truth from an actual person or through dreams and visions, something definitely is about to come through a trickster energy or multiple people. Plant seeds of hope and inspiration. Okay, let's see. We have the Knave of Wands, a messenger, somebody who is traveling. A high priestess. So somebody is traveling to you, high priestess, physically or energetically, but somebody is going to go visit a high priestess with news and messages. Now, this could be a crossed over ancestor that is a young, when they passed away, they were young. This is somebody who does not have any children. Here we go, the Chariot energy. Somebody is going to be traveling. Okay, so what I'm getting is that somebody's going to be traveling to you, and then you're going to be traveling. Let's see how this is going to turn out. Let's see. Let's clarify. Because I said I was only pulling 9 cards. Let's clarify. There's a lot of traveling. Okay, so there's no more cards coming out, and I'm not going to force it. So it was only 3 cards that came out of this deck. Okay, so in this book, the Knave of Wands, there is a dark-skinned person has been confiding in someone that they can trust. Someone who they look at as having inherited intelligence and skill. Somebody knows, okay, so, yeah, there's a dark-skinned person that's been behind the scenes. This is a collective message. Now, I don't know if this person has been going to go see a reader or somebody that partakes in divination. Somebody that is, yeah. This person that's in this Knave of Wands energy is a dark-skinned person. They are showing up as somebody that is a loyal friend. They are a decent person. A person that can be trusted because they have inherited intelligence and skills. But it's also showing up that this person is experiencing some type of instability because they haven't made an important decision. They're refusing. A dark-skinned person is refusing. And I'm also getting to this dark-skinned person can also be a high priestess, but they're not. They're not making a very important decision that needs to be made. They have been procrastinating. And then with the Chariot energy behind this high priestess, the way this is coming out, it could be both ways. This person is experiencing, yeah, we'll see. So there is a high priestess that they're trying to be a trickster. They're manipulating the truth. They want people to trust and believe them. But how can you trust somebody who is in the energy of instability, which I said this, if I'm not mistaken, I said this in Pisces reading. Somebody was unstable, instability. They was experiencing delays. This is coming out again. You could be dealing with a Cancer. A Cancer could be manipulating the truth. A dark-skinned person could be a Cancer. Or you could be dealing, hold up, summertime. I think that's, let's see, I think that's the summer. Oh no, it's spring. That's what this is. Okay. Let me be, okay, so we have the Knave of Wands. Something is going to happen during the spring. They got to do with a high priestess and chariot energy. Knave of Wands. Let me write this so I can, because I need to, this is something I do need to remember. There's about to be some truth revealed that's going to bring a victory to something. I'm going to clarify this Knave of Wands energy. Somebody's operating in their south node, and then there's an energy of somebody operating in their north node. Somebody is mirroring somebody, wanting to be like somebody else. Somebody is definitely pretending. But one person is reaching their goals. The other person that's pretending, they're in this stuck and stable, delay, procrastinating. This is somebody that wants people to trust them, but they cannot be trusted. That's what I strongly feel like. Somebody who's pretending, somebody who is a high priestess, but they abuse their gifts. Clarify this Knave of Wands concerning this high priestess. This Knave of Wands concerning this high priestess spirit. What is the connection between this Knave of Wands and this high priestess? I'm only pulling one card. Yep. So there is somebody, I believe the Four of Cups in this deck. Somebody's somebody's being dissatisfied. Four of Cups. Yes. This is somebody who abused their gifts. The Four of Cups. You're really supposed to be able to trust people like this that sit in High Priestess. But like I said, this is somebody who is mirroring somebody's energy. This is somebody who also, too, they want to be seen like they are in High Priestess, but really they are a manipulator. And this is somebody who does meditate. They have a lot of resentment. They don't care. They're not a compassionate person, and they are discontent with life. Period. This is what this is. They have been behind the scenes raging some type of spiritual war with somebody. Because they're not happy. They're going through a spiritual... Tell us more. Okay, so... somebody has been praying to God for something, and their prayers are not getting answered. Yep, a King of Pentacles. So there is... somebody has been traveling to a High Priestess. But whoever this High Priestess is, they're not a real High Priestess. They think that they can trust this person. Whoever the person is, they've been doing this since springtime. Now, I don't know what year this has been going on, but they've been going to go see a reader since spring started. Or this is what you about to find out, because no, spring has not started yet. Spring don't start until, I believe, March 20th or the 21st, I believe. So you're going to find out in the spring, there has been somebody, a High Priestess. Somebody is the messenger. And somebody has been going back and forth. Knave of Wands. I'm sorry, I wrote that on the wrong thing. I'm sorry, they wrote that on the wrong thing. Let me erase that. Yeah, I can erase that. Somebody, okay, so I'm going to put it to you like this. Somebody raised spiritual warfare with a High Priestess. And now they don't like the truth that this High Priestess... I'm going to say it like that. That's how I'm going to say it. Whoever you are, I feel like you could be a divinationer, a tarot card reader, oracle card reader. Take it how it resonates. But somebody has been watching you. Okay? Definitely a dark-skinned person has been watching you speak the truth about something, and they're not happy. They're not happy with somebody who sits in this King of Pentacles. Somebody is literally trusting what this dark-skinned person is saying. But this person is showing up as the devil. They have a lot of vices. Somebody has been basically with the root 33. Yeah, you do have protection. You have protection from your ancestors, whoever you are, high priestess. There's a lot of people watching you, preferably a dark-skinned person who knows that what you're saying is the truth, but they're in denial. They're not happy that you are in this high priestess energy. They're also not happy with a king of pentacles. Now, who is this king of pentacles? Let's look up what this king of pentacles is in this deck. Yep. Somebody is talking about how powerful you are, how you are the center of attention, how you are very influential and abundant. That's what they don't like. Whoever you are, high priestess, you are showing up as a king of pentacles. So you embody all of the kings and all of the queens. When you get into this major energy with the high priestess and chariot energy, oh, most definitely. Somebody does not like God's favor over your life. Somebody is very bothered. Yes, they are. They're bothered. Very bothered that very bothered. Somebody does not care for you. Wow. They hate you. Like, somebody literally hates you. Very bothered. Hateful. Yeah, somebody is very bothered by you. They have been meditating like ill towards you. They've been wishing negativity towards you. Very bothered and hateful. Their prayers and wishes are not being granted. This person is having a lot of conversations. This person travels and talks about you. Actually, They have been traveling somebody that's dark-skinned is going to come in and tell you something. Mm-mm. And whoever you are, king of doesn't like your power. In other words, your magic, your influence, your strength. And abundance. Damn. They hate the fact that you're able to provide, you're able to take care of yourself, off of telling the truth and being honest. They hate your authenticity. This is somebody who let their vices, their addictions take over them. Somebody that likes to fight and argue. Very combative. They like to fight and literally likes to argue. They cannot stand your power. Okay, let's get some more out here. They do not care for you at all. They cannot stand you. Something about the springtime. Oh, gosh. We got the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. Knight of Wands in reverse. Here we go, see? The Knight of Wands in reverse. So you could be dealing with a karmic Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo. This is a mother figure that you're dealing with. Confirmation. So the Knight of Wands in reverse, and you are definitely dealing with a mother figure who has been collaborating and working with other people. Oh, somebody is I feel like somebody really took somebody's identity and is posing. Somebody took somebody's identity, man. That's what I strongly get. The Knight. Somebody is taking on literally somebody's identity and pretending. You're going to find out this in the springtime. That a dark-skinned person has took your identity and has been parading themselves off as you. They got like fake fraudulent documents posing to be another person that they're not. Knight of Wands. Yes. Somebody is angry in their ego driven. This is a negative person. Oh my goodness. I'm about to write this down. A ego driven. Yes, this is. So that's what this is. Somebody, that's what this is. Okay, it makes sense now. Somebody that's been pretending to be you, have been going around spreading innuendos and lying to other people about you. They have been traveling, talking about you. You are the entree, the main topic of this dark-skinned person that has stolen your. I feel whoever this is for a collective. This is specific because this is what I'm feeling. A dark-skinned person stole your identity and is going around parading to be you and got the audacity to be mad because you gained some awareness, some insight about this, and you have been talking about this on your platform. And now they're mad and in their ego and frustrated with you because you know their secret and what they have been doing and why they've been doing what they've been doing. This person is angry. They're frustrated. They're angry. Their ego is shattered and they're frustrated and very pessimistic, negative. So basically what they put out, remember I said the mirroring energy, I said it's in Pisces in reading, whatever they put out, they're going to get back. So this is a mother figure who collaborated. What did I say? Y'all could be dealing with 2 or 3 people. Look. Look at this. Somebody could be collaborating with a Capricorn. Collaborating with an earth sign. So collaborating with a Cancer, collaborating with a Scorpio, an earth sign, a fire sign. We have Venus out here, and we have definitely a Capricorn. Here we go. What is it? Colluding. Colluding with an earth sign, possibly Capricorn. Damn. With a fire sign as well, too. I feel like this is what's going to happen in the spring. You're going to find out that there's people, this person is behind the scene taking additional measures against somebody who is spiritually tapped in. This could be a mother and a father. We also have Cancer and Scorpio out here. We also got cardinal signs out here as well too. And we got mutable signs in here. Colluding with a karmic mutable side. Like I said, that will be Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo. That happens to be a parent figure. They all been collaborating. Trying to trick somebody. But really, the joke is going to be on them. The joke is definitely going to be on them. What is this skill exactly that they're trying to overcome or accomplish? What is the skill? What exactly is they trying to what is the betrayal? Because this is a betrayal. What is the betrayal exactly, Spirit? What are they colluding for? Why are they collaborating? To do what? They want to send negative energy towards you with the Nine of Swords. They want you to overthink things because somebody isn't making the decision that they're supposed to make. So they want you to overthink why they're not making the decision to, I don't know what it is, but this is what they want for you. They want you to be in your head. They want you to focus on the why. That's what I'm getting. Okay. And what else, Spirit? They want you to continue to like, this is weird because that's weird, but okay, I'll take it. So I knew that's what it was. They don't want you, They want you to be up in your head. They don't want you to have new opportunities. That's what this is about. They don't want you to like master yourself and to become this powerful human being. But that's the thing, they have no control over that. So they want to ruin opportunities and new beginnings for you. They want you to stay focused on hurt and pain. That's why they bombard your energy the way that they do. Okay? So basically, with the Nine of Swords, they were collaborating because they wanted you to be up in your head. They wanted you to overthink things. They were doing this with multiple people in your energy, projecting nonsense. So you can be focused on nonsense and not mastering your best or manifesting the life that you want for yourself. That's what I'm getting. Don't want you to master yourself or overcome challenges. Adversities. That's what they wanted. They don't want you to master yourself and overcome challenges and adversities and setbacks they created. By taking your identity. Don't want you to have a fulfilling life. Yep, don't want you to have a new beginning. Opportunities that leads to blessings. That's what this is about. Okay? This is what they don't want for a high priestess. Yep. That's exactly what it is. So what is this high priestess energy? Okay, so what is this chariot? The high priestess is talking about you being aware of these people raging spiritual warfare against you, targeting you, making you a conquest. Somebody has been driving past your home as well too, or driving in your neighborhood. Let's clarify this. This is major. This is people attached to the devil. Their desires have taken over. Judgment. Yep. You call judgment on this situation. Okay? Basically, you just, the judgment is you decided to just forgive and move on and let these people go and be. You chose your higher self. You chose you. You did not go back. You did not initiate violence with these people. You did not argue with these people. You surrendered something to the universe. And now you got the ancestors here fighting your battle. Judgment in this deck. Where is my book at? Judgment in this deck. Yup, a rebirth. This is why you stay having. This is what they did. They wanted you to be mad. They wanted you to be like them, but you're not like them, collective. You went through a rebirth, absolution, a renewal. You are free from this. All you doing is sitting back you freed yourself from this. And you decided to surrender this to spirit. I'm telling you, that's what this is. And this is why they're going through spiritual. They're not understanding that they're not really dealing with you per se. They're dealing with God. Chariot energy is also God energy as well, too. Just like Mars. Yep. You surrendered this 10 of Pentacles, this family, you surrendered this to spirit. 10 of Pentacles. Let's see what the 10 of Pentacles is first. Let's see. Yep, Earth. Yep, you're down to earth. Ten of Pentacles is also earth energy. Let me write that down there too, because I need to. Earth energy. You showing up again as being down to earth. And you surrendered whatever this family did, whatever this saving pensions and money, whatever this is, you had basically surrendered. You didn't take these people to court. You didn't sue. You didn't do anything. You surrendered this to God. And you chose to go after your own legacy. Now, this is a specific message. Everybody didn't do this, but this is a specific message for somebody who chose to not argue with somebody over money. These people took this from you. And when you found out, because you were a child when this happened. And you didn't have the money or the resources to, file a complaint or go to the courts. You surrendered this to the universe. You surrendered this to God. And the crazy part is that these people holding on and got this money. And the sad thing is that they were planning to unalive you. And the reason why they wanted to unalive you is because of the success that you have now. The legacy that you have now. This is what they mad about. Because the money they took or stole or withheld, they're in bankruptcy. Yep, here we go. Yep, the artist, which is talking about the Most High. Ophiuchus energy, you can call it whatever, Ophiuchus, whatever. You surrendered this to the Most High. And you've been sitting back, patiently waiting on messages and news of this past situation with the 6 of Cups, because this is the past. And you're being vindicated of whatever this pension, this dowry, this that was saved for you, that was passed down that you never received. It's being recognized. Spirit, God knows that you ain't. It's crazy how you can sit up here and pray to God, right? You're praying to God and want this person to experience some type of negativity, but that's not what's happening. This is happening to you because God knows that you stole from this person and you did not give this person what belonged to them. I don't care what courts that you claim that the courts, what you claim. The courts know that you didn't give this person what you claim. And then we got death in reverse. So let me see what death in reverse means. Sorry, that's the wrong book. Scorpio energy again. See? They don't want to give you what is yours. It's being recognized. See, I said this. Oh my goodness. So basically, they're under judgment, guys. They're under judgment. Okay, you surrender something to spirit. You gave this battle to spirit. Okay? Your inheritance money, whatever this is that's owed to you, it's an inheritance, it's a pension, it's something that was saved, passed down to you from a grandparent. Okay? You surrendered this, the artist energy, to the Most High, thy God. This past situation, because you were young and you always sat back and you wondered what is going on with your money. Like, why haven't you received anything, of what's yours? And these people are in bankruptcy because they spent your money. And now they mad, feeling some type of way because you know the truth. And it's being recognized that they have not given you what is yours. And it's because with the death in reverse, they are refusing on purpose to not give you what is yours. They even lied to the courts about this. Death in reverse. It's being recognized. We got the court card right here. We got the chariot. Spirit is avenging you on the behalf of what these evil relatives did, because you never received a dime of your own money. And that's just basically what it is. And now these people are sitting in bankruptcy, using your identity to live a false reality off of you. And this is why spirit, they're in spiritual warfare. They targeted you because of something that was left to you. And they took it upon themselves. Tell us more about this money. What is actually, because the 10 of Pentacles talks about, these people are resistant to give you what is yours. This is why they stuck, and this is why they can't go nowhere. And this is from the way it's coming out. I don't know how to explain this, but this is indefinite. These people are stuck. They cannot move or do anything in life. Let's clear some more. Let's tell some more. They cannot do nothing in life. These people are stuck. They cannot do anything because they are refusing to give somebody an inheritance or money that is owed to them. They refuse to change their ways. They refuse to change the way they look at a situation or circumstances. Let's see. And they refuse to change. even though they have been receiving messages that they need to change. See? Also, too, change and message of concern. They changed also some important documents, thinking that something was going to go in their favor. Yep. And now there's concern about this. They're concerned about these documents that they changed. Important messages, rerouting somebody's mail, or paying the mailman not to deliver someone's mail. Now they're concerned because they're going through changes, bad changes. Yep, this is going down at a home, a family that was behind this and thought that it was okay to steal from somebody who really was a high priestess. God was just using these people, you know, as this person is these people's karma. This house, yes. This family is in poverty. They are in despair, bankruptcy. Here we go again, confirmation. They are definitely in poverty because they changed somebody's information. They changed their identity so they can fit the real person's identity, so they can be able to have access to spend somebody's savings. Something that somebody else worked for, an elder worked for in the family, and they passed it down to the next generation. Somebody did not want you to have what was yours. And the universe have already recognized this. And instead of these people giving you what is owed, they've been behind the scenes plotting and planning how to unalive you. And how they can try to destroy your happiness and your peace and everything that you have worked and built today without an inheritance money or a loan or anything from anybody. This is what they're mad about. And they don't want to, and they don't realize they're stuck. They're stuck until the day they die, or until the day, because even if they do give you back what is owed, they have to make up for years of you not having this. They're in poverty. I mean poverty. They're broke, busted, don't have a job, don't have nothing. There's a main male that's involved in this who knew better, but they still chose to do what they wanted to do anyways. There's a main male that is suffering severely because of bad health. Somebody could be wearing a diaper. Somebody could have to be in a wheelchair. Somebody have to walk on crutches or a stick. They didn't want to give you what was yours. So they're experiencing bad health. And they was expecting bad health for somebody held in high honor. But no, that's not how that works. I told you they was behind the scenes wishing ill on you. Yep. And your marriage. Wishing bad health on you and your marriage. Somebody is very jealous and envious of you. Very jealous and envious of you. Yep. Because you are going to come into sudden wealth. I don't know how this is going to happen, but it is. Or you are already basking in sudden wealth. Take it how it resonates. Where's this sudden wealth coming from? So something is coming from a mature man, like an older elder in the family. Or it's to just be a mature man. There's a mature man that thinks about you a lot. And they think about how gifted you are too. And they're also thinking about giving you a gift in the distant horizon. Yep. The way this is coming out, I feel like somebody is going to take the leisure to have something arranged in court. And you're going to get something, and it could be in spring. That's what I'm getting, spring. Somebody is going to legally have papers drawn up or this is saying you might have to go to court about this gift in the distant horizon. Yep, that's what I'm getting. So basically, a main male is also in poverty. Okay, there's change coming. Somebody did change some type of important documents. Here we go right here. Somebody did. Somebody in the past, dark-skinned person, they changed, forged documents. Here we go right here, changed message. To me, this is changed documents. In other words, forged some very important papers. And somebody knows about this. And the same man is concerned because they know that this is what happened. This is why they're going through karma. Concerned about the family that did this. So they can obtain a house. They can obtain property and assets, which is what they did because we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is talking about you surrendering the fact that you never received your inheritance. Whatever this grandparent promised you, you never received it. And you surrendered it to spirit. This is an issue from the past. The people that did this to you, and even yourself included, you think about this. But the only reason why you started thinking about this is because the people in your energy that stole from you were projecting how they know that they did this to you. You had already moved on with your life. And now they're concerned in this household. They're concerned because the truth is out. And now they're in despair. This is part judgment. This is part of the punishment. Being sick and also financially in poverty. God is not answering their prayers. Because they are refusing. Spirit already see that whoever this mother or father was, or that was this masculine or feminine that was supposed to give you what was yours, they never did. And spirit witnessed this. So how can you go to the same God that you basically was disobedient towards and then want him to grant your wishes? It doesn't work like that. You have to always be in a place of integrity and have a moral compass. You can't just be out here doing whatever the F you want to people, destroying people's lives and reputation, and then think that God gonna answer you crazy. You're crazy if you really believe that. 1444 on the clock. They are in poverty. This is confirmation that these people are down bad. Definitely a main male who was a part of this. A main male that was in on this too is in bad health as well too. This main male was expecting somebody in high honor to, like, I guess, kiss their butt. But a main male was expecting somebody in high honor who is married now, that you're also in a marriage, to receive this. You were supposed to received this, but you didn't. Now, a mature man is in their thoughts about this because they know you have not received. They're thinking about you. You haven't received this. And they're thinking about the gift that they left you, that you never received. In the distant horizon, you're going to be going to court because a masculine in your family left you something. Now, I don't have to be a masculine. She's showing up as a masculine. It could be a feminine too. But the feminine was operating her masculine energy when she did this, okay? But you're going to find out in a distant horizon, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to leave this message right here for the collective. So keep your eyes open. Pay attention to the mailman, because the ancestors is making sure you're going to get this. See, they've been behind the scenes manipulating with these dark-skinned people that took your identity and stole something from you and been trying to act like they you, trying to collect something that does not belong to them. They are already under judgment for this. So with that being said, I feel like this situation is over. Spirit is just saying more of what's going on. You will have the last laugh, a victory over this, because you did the right thing. You moved on. You didn't argue with these people. Is there any more messages? Yep. Something about a main female. What about this main female, Spirit? So we got a main male and a main. Oh, yep. A main female who was also a part of this is in some type of spiritual imprisonment. Or they wanted a main female stuck. Yup, that's what this is. So a main female is stuck because somebody who was innocent. Tell me more about this innocent person, Spirit. Yeah, a main female is blocked, stuck. She was also a part of this too, from somebody who's innocent, a child. Yep. You're on an in particular path. They cannot come towards you. Yep. You are also an official person. You are an authentic person. You are a person of virtue and integrity. You don't sit up here and do evil acts and then want to pray to God. That's a hypocrite. You don't sit up here and do some foul, evil stuff, steal somebody's identity so you can be able to steal whatever was left to them. Yep, you will be receiving some type of message. I don't know how you're going to receive this message, but you're going to receive this message, and you're going to end up having to go on a journey. Something is going to be put to rest, or somebody's going to die. Yep. And you're going to end up going to court. Again, you're going to end up going to court. Concerning some wealth that a couple was meeting up. Sex was involved to steal your great fortune. Lovers. There was a lot of people involved in this in your family. A mature woman. This could be your energy, collective. Unexpected income, also the golden child. You receive messages about this. Yep. And it's because of what you did for work. You put a lot of hard work into this and cracking down on your family and the corruption that they are a part of, that they did. The stuff that your family did to attain your good fortune and your wealth. And with that being said, guys, that was the message. And I'm out. Peace.